Howdy folks, it's Johan, your favorite little ink blob, back at it today, with a continuation of our second NieR playthrough. Where we left off, we had just gone and turned in some stuff to Pascal, or not Pascal, Jean-Paul, who was thoroughly ungrateful. And I do want to return the messages to both the gal from the desert and the amusement park, because I'm curious what more there is for us. But, I figure wait until we get fast travel. So I think our big thing today is to go through, oh, you there, you must help me at once. Our big thing today is I want to get through the sort of next chunk of the main story, and we'll kind of see what we feel up to after that. What? Me? My son put some kind of electronic lock on our house and hold his fool self inside. I've been standing out here for ages, and he's simply not responding to me at all. What I think you need is a family counselor. I mean, not that machines have families to begin with. Oi! I insist that you help me get this stupid door open. Just break it down and get my son out of there. Sure. Alright, sheesh. Yep, that's an electronic lock, alright. Hello in there? Hello? Your mother is worried about you, so how about you unlock the door and come out? Looks like he's ignoring me. But, proposal, destroy the core to open the electronic lock. That seems to be my only option. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a quest that we can only do here because of nines. And so I want to do more of these side quests, since I think I missed out on a lot of side quests the first time because I went into this fairly blind, so I kind of thought that was something where we would have time to like run around afterwards, and we did not, and we blocked ourselves out of some things. So we'll see. Foolish child, I was worried sick about you. Why on earth did you barricade yourself in there? 'Cause I was scared. Now that we're cut off from the network, I don't know what people are thinking. They're like monsters. It's scary. Oh, my darling boy, it will be alright. Mommy loves you. Wah, mama. So can I go now, or... Oh, yes, of course. Thank you for your help. And take this, I insist. Okay. I'll try to help my son deal with his fears better from now on. Cue Mother by Pink Floyd. Mother's gonna put all of her fears into you. I will say though, I do find that quite interesting in that there's the network, from the backing up perspective is kind of what I was viewing it through, which especially, and I think there's probably going to be a lot of like Battlestar Galactica spoilers, or at least the reboot, through here, just because I've watched it recently and it seems to have some connections. But like in that show, you've got androids that are basically backing up through resurrection ships. But they don't know for sure what others are thinking. It's not like a telepathic network. This is very interesting. I did not realize that there was basically a hive mind component to this one. So you've kind of got, I guess also spoilers for Evangelion. Like, Evangelion, fantastic series. Fantastic art piece. Terrible show if you're looking for a TV show, but if you want a piece of art that has a lot of interesting things to say, particularly about both depression and the human condition, highly recommend if you haven't seen it already. You've got, I consider, two major endings. I've watched the Rebuild movies. I was not a huge fan of those, but you've got the original TV series, and then you have End of Evangelion, which both take sort of two different directions about the human condition. But one of the main theses of Evangelion is that everyone is fundamentally alone, which makes sense. That's a big thing in psychology, is that we can never know the mind of another, and thus we are fundamentally alone. No one else can truly know your thoughts. Language is fundamentally imprecise. In one of the endings of Evangelion, you have people all come together, a dissolution of self in a lot of ways. Again, there's some weird ways you can, it's weird the interpretations that you can have. It might all be one continuity. I choose to look at it as basically two alternate endings, but in one, there's a dissolution of the self and of the ego. People come together. There is not that differentiation, which is what the machines seem to have had prior to this. But then you've also got an end of Evangelion, and you've got the refusal to dissolve that, the return to individuals, and the conflict that arises from that, which is what those in the village have chosen, because I don't know exactly why, but I guess they were feeling alienated. But there's growing pains with that. It's the hedgehog's dilemma, which is the concept of a hedgehog has spines. If they're cold, they would still want to huddle together for warmth, but they would hurt each other the closer they got. There's this sort of concern when you can't truly know the mind of another, of you can only get so close without hurting each other. There's privacy and stuff. I'm listening to Stand on Zanzibar, which has some fascinating thoughts about that as well. God, there's so many things I want to wrap into this. This might be something that turns into a video essay at some point. I'll stop yapping, but basically, that's a fascinating component that I hadn't been thinking about as much, of these machines have intentionally cut themselves off from knowing the minds of each other, which adds a whole other layer to basically the bravery that those in the village are displaying. Oh, you brought me some high viscosity oil. Anemone is just so kind and understanding. Only all androids and machines could live together in peace like this. Never gonna happen. I guess not. I'd appreciate it if you could help out some of the other machines as well, though.
After all, the only way to understand someone is to get to know them. Isn't that right?
Fair enough.
That's what we were talking about.
What's that noise?
Operator to 9S. Emergency transmission incoming.
Oop.
We've detected a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins.
Oh, man.
It seems to be accompanied by a large number of machine life forms. All Yorha members are ordered to engage at once.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it.
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
We can do that. I just wanted to check. So it looks like the little sister machine is back. Promise not to make my sister I promise not to make my sister worry anymore. So it's interesting. So yeah, we saw that with the music box earlier. The side quests that we did do in the previous playthrough, a lot of them have had lasting impacts, which is quite neat. Actually sort of affecting the world around us. But yeah, the only way to really get to know someone, or to, oh wait, how exactly did she phrase it? But basically, you have to get to know someone, right? You have to interact with them, but that's only true if you are individuals and not all basically part of the same collective hive mind. And there's, whoop.
Operator 210 here. Do you read me? Operator to 9S. I have bad news and I have good news. Bad first. We've confirmed the presence of 2 Goliath-class heavy weapon enemies.
2 of them?
Now, the good news. We've used your previous Goliath combat data to analyze the enemy, and it seems we have identified a weakness. Command has modified a firing unit based on this new intel.
Oh?
It's installed on a pair of flight units that are heading your way.
That's Yorha R&D for you.
I don't recall that from last time, but
Check
it
your
could
map
have been.
data. Operator out.
Thanks, operator.
Huh.
2B. Command is deploying new flight units for us. They just set the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
I assume it's up here. The imprecision of language versus being able to communicate, like, directly, that's something, got some thoughts about as there's a lovely, lovely dialogue, or I guess monologue in Battlestar Galactica from one of the Cylons, one of the android-esque figures that is quite angry about basically being a machine, but a machine made after humanity and thus not taking full advantage of things. Oh dear. I was hoping that this is where things are. No? What was that quest marker for? And he's a character that I think in a lot of ways, I think there's some nod to, oh my god, those are huge. I think it's a nod to I have no mouth and I must scream. But that's a whole other thing, because I
Flight
bought...
units should be on the roof of that building up ahead.
Yes.
It'll be dangerous, but we're not going anywhere unless we pass through that Goliath's legs. We should be careful.
Okay. I picked up the I have no mouth and I must scream game, which, from what I have seen, does not seem to act... Okay, so we don't need to be that careful. Sorry, what a great way to break the tension. I have heard that it is not necessarily the most fantastic thing, but it was on a pretty good sale, and I'm curious, especially because I believe from what I saw, Harlan Ellison himself actually ended up voicing AM, which the main sort of evil supercomputer that's torturing folks. For anyone unfamiliar with the story. And I'm fascinated. So there will be a playthrough of that at some point. Although I will need to see, it has some shall we say, some content themes that I think will be labeled as mature, so we'll see what of that I can post to YouTube. But what? Yeah.
Damn it!
It's Engels. We know it's Engels.
Displaying data on central wiring hub.
Yeah, we know his name. We know you. I was gonna say I don't remember this fight, but no, I do. I do remember this fight, but I don't think. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, we are hacking. I don't remember if we knew he was named Engels at the time, or I guess it was named Engels at the time. Hacking. I can't tell if this is actually doing a whole lot, but... Oh yeah, no, that's doing damage. Although maybe I should focus a little more on dodging. But fortunately, this seems like fairly easy hacking. Okay. Ooh, god. Hacking. Get ready to dodge. Yeah. Doing some good last minute dodging there. That feels awesome. Can we hack? We can hack the head. But is this actually dealing any... No, okay, it is absolutely dealing damage. More... Poor Engels, messing with his mind. And again, it seems to be getting more difficult the more we hack the same one, but... I don't know if that's just me, or... Like, it suddenly feels like the ball's trying to track us. No, okay, I think I'm just going a little crazy, because or at least initiating the hack is taking less and less time. And I think this is the last one. Hack him to pieces.
Let's get to those flight units while we can.
There we go. Hell yeah. I mean, at least those were all easy mini games, but...
Enemy anti-air defenses are on patrol at higher altitudes. A low altitude approach is recommended.
Yes.
Thanks.
I remember that I didn't remember how to get it, or I didn't figure out how to get into the flight suits the first time. Woof. But yeah, I don't remember anything talking about, like, modifying the suit to deal with the weaknesses the first time around, so... But again, there was a lot that happened, and it's been a while, so I could have very easily simply forgotten. Wait, okay, so both of them are named Angles? I thought Angles was a unique name, but I guess it's just like the the kind of model, but that's kind of disappointing. We're dealing a lot of damage, it looks like. Woo! Holy crap! Yeah, that went down pretty fast.
Target enemies offline. That should do it for the Goliaths.
Look out! It's recharging!
Uh-oh. At a certain point, you'd think we'd learn to expect the giant robots learning or recharging after we've gotten them down.
It's resonating in tandem with the area beneath the combat zone.
Boom. There we go. Alien beacon.
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
Now, the question, does that mean it's been hundreds of years since we last... Has it been hundreds of years since we, 2B and 9S, have last been through this? Or... like, oh, I still have to wonder if it's some sort of simulation.
Yorha, this is your commander. For the first time in centuries, we've intercepted a signal belonging to the aliens. These are the creatures that are in direct command of the machine life forms on this planet. If we can destroy them, we can end
Ooh.
this long and arduous war.
I did not see those coming from behind.
Our team is hard at work attempting to analyze the source of the signal, but we're not there yet.
Woo.
We need more data.
Dodging.
All Yorha units are hereby ordered to prioritize data collection above all else. We
Okay.
can't let this chance slip through our fingers.
Okay.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to
Use
mankind.
command's data to determine the signal's source and marked it on the map. But it seems to be underground.
Ooh.
Like way underground.
Guess we'll see once we get there.
Now, will I be able to beat Adam and Eve not in
Plans, are you, 2B?
a whole bunch of times? Or will it still take me a ridiculously long time this time around? We'll find out. I do suspect that since we're coming into it with auto healing, we'll be a lot better off, because man, I did not realize just how useful the modules that are, you know, our main way of upgrading were the first time around, or I guess I didn't realize the full range of features that I could potentially expect, like, you know, the fact that, oh hey, we can regen naturally after a fight. That's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I know I'm not doing a whole bunch to improve them this time around, but so far we've been seeming pretty darn good in combat. If not, like, overpowered, still pretty well flying through. Most of them. Again, the ones that were, like, shielded were... Yeet! Why did...
What is this?
Analysis.
Why did they get yeeted so hard?
Collapse of an open space underground.
Why is there such a huge
Oh, we
cavern
should
beneath the
save.
city?
I'm not going to make the mistake I made the first time. Let us save. Whoop! Oh, this is over by Mr. Racerbot. Oh my god, come on. Isn't this, or at least the tree root feels familiar. I was going to say, maybe I shouldn't be trying to run while doing this. Yeah, no, this is 100% that tree branch. Because yeah, the one that was going vroom vroom, vroom vroom was totally from around here. I think the fastest vending machine, what a lovely turn of phrase. think the quickest machine we can get to is the one that's over here. So we'll do that.
2B, we picked up the signal under the caved-in area.
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Let's see how Adam and Eve do. And I think after that we unlock fast travel, so then we can... Oh! Unintentional panty shot there, it looks like. But I don't think we got the achievement. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I think I mentioned in my first playthrough that a friend has had basically tried to get me to play this like twice before. I'd gotten a little ways in each time, but never past the desert boss fight. I do think the first time we played through, she was like, "Oh, oh look, you can strip 2B down to your underwear." It's like I'm not going to complain, but why is this a feature? The yeeted ones have returned, but I think we can fairly safely ignore them. We can, oh! That would look a lot cooler if we didn't take damage from that. Slash if that was intentional, but okay, so we can deal with these ones, and then the spinny... Oh god, the drill boys. Not the drill boys! Oh, the drill boys absolutely messed me up the first time around. I wonder if hacking will be able to help, but let's try and clear things out so that we can focus on just the drill boys. Oh no, there's a lot of the drill boys. It's only 3 of them, but it's... Oh god. They move so erratically. Although, I guess part of what also made them suck so much was the lack of healing, so that we would just die if we got it wrong a few times. Okay, one of the drill boys is down. Love that for us. The second one is almost down. We gotta hit the core. Yep. Okay. 2 drill boys down. Okay, and that's 3 drill boys down. I do find it also a little disconcerting. I don't know if I can't remember if I've mentioned this, but a lot of the enemies, when they die, disassemble into robot or into machine heads, which, despite being that's an awesome album by Deep Purple, I believe. I find that fascinating. Of why are machine heads the parts that we see? Like, they can't only be making themselves out of heads, but well, I guess that might just be like the drill thing, but I don't know, that's still strange. Like, it doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of machine heads on there, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are a whole bunch. Oh god. I guess it's also just... Oh, Emil! That was the name of little Scoots McGee vendor that came out of that one machine. Like, he was in one of the machine heads, right? So, I don't know. Is it symbolic? Like, why is it that? I don't know. Titanium alloy, hell yeah. Good for upgrades, but we need to find...
hollow down there this whole time.
We need to find the appropriate folks to upgrade further. Okay. Whee! Okay. Silver ore. So now, we're locked in. Okay, we can turn on lights, and then this was a hackable thing, right? Oh! Why is there... I'm going to call it, like, a crab machine? Or what the hell? I don't like that. Makes me think of, like, Driders from D&D. The damned, drow soldiers of Lolth that get turned to be, you know, half spider, half drow. Ugh. Ugh. Or even worse, ooh, pristine cable, yo! Even worse, is this another example of carcinization? Are the machines determining that being crab-like is actually the best
This
move?
hallway looks pretty old.
That would be terrible. Okay. Cool bots don't look at explosions. Yeah. Whee. Oh, yep, that's... God, the weird snail ones. Drill butt, drill butt. Drill butt. Why did they decide upon drill butts? Oh, no, 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 no. God, that's claustrophobic and horrifying. Oh, goodness. I do not think I like this, Sam-I-Am. I do not like green eggs and ham.
Look at all these dead machines. Seems like they've been here for a long time.
Let's try the other way. Because I think that was the way forward, and I just couldn't remember which was which. Hell yeah. Oh wait, oh, is that a thing we can get up here? Nope. Or it's already opened at the very least. Dented plate. Okay. Iron ore. Okay, this is a little... Oh. Okay. I can't remember if that's a place we had gone down before. But... interesting. It's not hackable. It's funny, because, so, like, there's a number of things that I remember, so that I've got, like, a rough idea and I can get places faster, but also, it's been long enough that I can't fully recall. But yeah, this is where we found our first evidence of the aliens.
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Okay.
Are they dead?
To be.
Even longer dead than last time.
Destroyed alien motherships.
Welcome to the graveyard of our creators.
Yep. Okay. Are we gonna get more background on them this time?
You.
To be.
Oh, interesting.
Look out.
Aren't you quite the pair?
Because
Perhaps
we're
we can discuss
on the
our current
outside.
situation. My name is Adam.
We were on the outside as well
aliens
last
you
time.
seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago by us, the machines.
Wiped out.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution. We can grow. We can become aware. Eventually, the intelligence within our network began to surpass that of our creators.
Ouch.
You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
You destroyed your own creators?
Ah!
Oh,
Well,
there's
we don't need to be good when we're just higher level.
They were simple, infantile, almost like plants, I guess you'd say. They held no value to us. But the humans on the moon,
Ouch.
now they are interesting.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They killed uncountable numbers of their own kind, and yet loved in equal measure. It's fascinating, don't you think? What could possibly drive such behavior? We have dedicated ourselves to
So
unraveling this
oh,
riddle
it
of
just
humanity.
respawns. Okay.
And now we will allow you to assist us.
So there's
We
just
were made in their image, after all.
so we just need to survive an X amount of
It's
time.
simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to drag their secrets forth into the light.
I mean,
surely you see the attraction in this.
yes.
Are you insane?
I want to know if there are actual
Never do
humans.
that. Can you believe this 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy you.
I mean, I've
The
already
same way we
already destroyed you
destroyed
once,
these
but
pathetic little aliens.
okay.
Time grows short.
Hmm.
This year, this
Oh, I should have tried to hack.
fell our creators.
I was so
As for your
I
beloved
was
humans,
busy.
I guess we'll see, won't we?
Damn it. That was stupid of me. Why didn't I try and hack?
The aliens were already dead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We better get back to the bunker.
Anything interesting for us to look at? Damn it, I should have tried to hack them. I was so excited that, yo, I'm surviving. That and was a little surprised by the respawn rather than it just shortcutting. Damn it. Ah. Oh well. Okay.
Back this way again? What a pain.
Stop complaining.
Is this-
Yeah.
This absolutely, I mean, the way it's got multiple endings or has listed that out, this is 100% a game where you're going to need to meet certain weird requirements to get a good ending.
In the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About
All
time
right.
We had access to those.
Fast
Can't fill
travel.
me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker. I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
No, so we still can't? Okay. Wanted to make sure it wasn't just because we were talking mid-cutscene. Darn. Darn! But, at the very least, we can finish the side quest. I like that our map is getting foggy from the stuff as well. That's wonky. Hey, it's Jackass!
How's it hanging?
You again.
Your commander told me to build a new access point, so here you go. Oh,
Whee!
and I got the stupid transporter up and running too.
Thank you?
I've known the commander for a while now. She sure is good at pawning work off on people. Next time you see her, give her some lip for me, will ya?
So this has a transporter now, huh?
Still, transporters are pretty handy. They're way faster than flight units when it comes to traveling between Earth and the bunker. Flight units also leave us open to attack, and they're expensive to operate, too.
Save. And transport. Let's try and finish the Jean Paul quest before we go to the bunker. Okay, so can we get to Park Ruins? Okay, there's only one, but let's try that. Whee! But yeah, you know, I don't know if I commented on it the first time, but it seems less of a transporter and more of a swap consciousness into a different body. It's making me think, you know, Star Trek and Scotty going, I don't trust those, or not Scotty, McCoy. Who was it that basically said, you know, if what we're doing is basically deleting ourselves and transmitting the info, is it me on the other side? Certainly seems to be some similar questions here, but I guess if you're a machine, maybe those questions are a little less inherently, but break time. Yep, okay. Okay. I want to interrupt your break. So maybe you would have something different to say. Did you give my gift to Master Jean-Paul? I must know what he said. Well, he said it was a mere trifle. Such insight, such truth he sees to the core of things in a way others cannot. I shall follow you for the rest of my days, Master Jean-Paul. That's a long time. Yeah, that really is a long time. I mean, yeah, he didn't BS them. It seems like they were kind of terrible gifts, but also kind kind of a little bit of a dick. Especially I'm highly suspicious that of what he's been saying. If why are there so many machines that have listened to his rambles and not like they aren't philosophy students? We don't they haven't there aren't ones that have gone, oh, you know, now I'm going to talk about philosophy too. It's, oh, I love Jean Paul and I want to be with him. And it's like, that seems strange. Oh god, there's so many side quests. But like, that feels like that's gotta be in some way related to what he's been preaching, or I guess not preaching, but talking about, right? Like, otherwise, why is that a pattern? Desert Center, okay. Where was the other gal? John Paul's Melancholy? Desert Housing Complex, okay. Okay. See, this is a lot faster than running around, I think. And then, I think... I can't remember what the bunker has us go off and do, but I think that starts us towards... It's either the kingdom or it sends us to where Nines went missing after the big like sea leviathan fight. So I think I want to do some side quests first. So let's see, let's see if we can like pick up one side quest and get that done before we wrap it up for today. You there, delivery boy, pray tell what Master Jean-Paul thought of my present. I will say, she seemed to at least understand a little bit more that's like about philosophy, but he called it a useless piece of junk. Such cruelty, I've barely the words for it. When I think about his wanton sadism, it makes me, oh, okay.
This is
Ooh.
exhausting.
Yeah.
He doesn't care at all about anyone but himself.
Why
Yet
did
his followers just keep talking about how great he is? What's the point of all this? And what's he even getting out of it?
Good
Maybe
questions.
You should ask him.
Yeah. Why does it bleep Jean Paul? That is so... Why? Why is Jean Paul bleeped? Like, please explain. What's wrong with Jean Paul? Jean Paul. Jean Paul. Like, that's very curious to me. What's beautiful about this game is I literally, I can't tell if that's like a sloppy quick fix for like an audio mistake, or if that's like something we're supposed to be reading into. I haven't looked at the shop, so recoveries, visual cure, oh. You know, we've got money to burn, and while I don't think we're gonna go blind or deaf anytime soon, that seems control. The fact that those exist terrifies me, and thus I want to have some on hand for when things go absolutely pear-shaped. Okay. Anti-chain damage, drop rate up, stun, okay. Yeah, so these are 9 specific ones, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know if we really want to, like, gear up for that, but... Intriguing. And what do you sell? Come back and see me anytime. Weapons trader. That providing is preventing, so buy whatever you like. Okay. Machine sword, machine... Okay, so we can get machine style weapons. We upgrade. Not at this shop, so our two virtuous ones we can't. Demon's Cry. After Demon's Profane Fangs. I mean, it looks rad, but I'm not sure I really want to use it. Attack speed up? I don't know. Maybe we'll check it out at some point. That's not too expensive, at least for that one. Black Pearl seems a little more, but we're not using that for other ones? Sure. I'll bite. Oh, that guy in the forest is okay. Weapons. Combat Bracer. Okay. So that's now my secondary weapon set. How do I swap that again? Okay, like that. Oh!
Do not kill. Don't kill. Don't kill.
Whoa! 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 We are restarting this, but...
Stop. Do not kill.
Oh my god! What? Oh my god, can we even kill Pascal?
We have done nothing bad.
No, 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 no. I can't remember when the save was, but we are. What the? No. Why? That's horrific. That's horrific. Okay, so we still need to tell the fans? Okay. We can... Let me just double check. Oh my god. Why the... Why? Why can we kill... No! I do not like... That's horrendous. Oh, but I bet that's some sort of ending. Yeah, we're gonna oh my god. Really? Have I just... Like, are all... Okay, so like Yorha ones I don't think are, but are all machine NPCs killable? That's... You can't see my face. I'm like, my eyes are searching. Because... I mean, that's so particularly horrific because they're not on a network. There's no backup. Like, I would almost feel less bad killing other Yorha members because we've got our black boxes and we have backup. The village machines have none. Pascal is important to later quests. Like, oh my, there's so much that would change if you killed Pascal.
This is exhausting. It doesn't...
That's... I mean... That's fascinating. I don't...
Followers just keep talking about how great he is.
I don't know if... I don't know if I'll be able to bring myself to do that if that's... If that's one of the endings this game has to offer. I don't know if I can bring myself to do that. Because, man... Spoilers for Undertale. That ruined me. The genocide route, that hurt. That caused me pain. I mean, that sucked. And I did it because I wanted to see what it had to offer. I'm glad for having to fight Sans. I think that was a really good experience for me, but that sucked. I'm not sure if I'd want to do that in another game. I like Pascal a lot. Like, not that I didn't like Sans, but I really like Pascal. I was just trying to see how that weapon worked. Okay, okay. I want to rebuy the stuff real quick, or upgrade. I was thinking for a moment that maybe that was something, like, unique to that weapon. Like, I could see that, right? Toot toot toot. Story? Oh. Oh! Once there was a gentle angel who came to Earth to provide salvation for those in need. Whether it was curing illnesses, offering blessings, or cheering the sad, he was always there when needed. The angel, however, provided aid to sinners and non-believers as well, an act which was strictly forbidden. Each time he did so, a single white feather would fall away from his glorious wings. One day, the angel came across a young girl with an illness that pained her deeply, but he could do nothing to help the child, for all his feathers had long since fallen off. Aww. Wait. Yeah, wait, oh my god. Are there other weapon stories? How long can I fight amidst this bloody vortex of a battlefield? How long, I wonder? How long can I continue to protect what I love amidst this endless war? How long, I wonder? How long can I continue to believe in a world laden with deceit and folly? How long, I wonder? Cruel oath? Once long ago, there was a group of 7 boys who were born in the same village. Though they were not brothers by blood, they treated each— Oh. Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to need to level up more weapons now. Ah! First encounter with my lover. One day, a hawk lost its way in the woods. Its proud wings soon grew weak as it tried in vain to find its way home. As death approached, a songbird took pity on the hawk and it did its best to offer aid. A lot of these are about aid. Sword's blade, dulled by years of idleness, was, as its name implied, a mere iron hunk. Its blood-drenched youth was little more than a series of rusted memories which grated against its pockmarked seal. Also, I noticed the background on the Virtuous Contract being like 2B and 9s. That's... I love that art style. Hi guys, it's me, 42S, your favorite Yorha Squadron idol from North 12C Defense HQ. I'm here with the latest hot scoops from the front line, so let's get out there and do our best, alright? Go team! Great. The elegant white spear was crafted by a tyrant as a gift for his wife, whose parents he had killed years earlier. She slipped it under the bed they shared, then later used it to run him through 30 times. 30 times! The spear's second owner was a courageous bandit fighting Mayor. In her later years, her strength faded until one night a pack of young thugs surrounded her and took all she had, including her life. The third owner was a greedy merchant who lived to swindle customers. Soon she found herself shunned and penniless, so decided to hang herself. The unused spear rested in the corner of her home as a decoration. Interesting. I had no clue. Do our other— wait, hold up. Do our non-weapon items? Okay, at least not all of them. Okay. Oh, right, and let's get the items that I'm scared exist. That's... yeah, oh, I don't know, but I might need to be leveling more of these up because I'm very interested. Also, I find that hilarious that I could have easily purchased more. I don't think that's a bad thing, but I'm like, 5. It must be 5. The story on the like demonic fists, I forget exactly how that was, but that was very interesting to me. Oh, quest. Another one? You're that kind android from before. I hate to admit this, but my son has locked himself inside again. I figured he'd be over that by now. He tried so hard, I know he did, but fear has gotten the better of him, and, well, here we are. Lock is even stronger this time. Without your aid, I'll probably be standing here forever. Or, I'll be probably... Oh, well. Let me try hacking it open. Okay. Oh, no. This place sure is elaborate. Oh, God. And I'm... making mistakes. Running out of time. Whew. Okay. Sorry. Wow. Big yawn. You had me worried, sick young man. I can't believe you did this again. I was scared. See, after I left the house, I started to like this one girl. Thought I was gonna short circuit whenever I looked at her. I never felt that before, and it was scary. There, it's alright. Next time we'll go see her together, alright. Okay. Thank you again, truly. I don't have much to give you, but I hope this makes up from some of your troubles. Sheen leg times 2. Oh. Oh, and feel free to come visit my child anytime you like. He seems fond of you. That kid's got issues. Can we talk? He's afraid of me. Okay. I bet there will be at least one more beat to this story. Interesting as well. A lot of this is interesting. Where's Jean-Paul? Should be okay. I mean, I was apparently 5 seconds too early, but that's, yeah, I bet there will be one more story beat, but okay, so he's terrified of emotions. Yeah, fascinating kid watching him have to sort of mature through stuff super quickly, although it's not like his mother machine is probably that much more mature. In any case, the demonic claws, I find those quite interesting as a story, because man, you help everyone. Helping people selectively, I mean, or sorry, at least in that way, if you're a divine being, why are they strictly forbidding helping the sinners and whatnot? Like, what? I won't get too much into it, but while yes, that I can see that happening, because the only way I have personally been able to conceive of a god is one that is flawed and human. That still sucks. Like, I still need to finish Paradise Lost, because it's kind of a slog, but it has some interesting stuff to say, especially it's a book that, in my opinion, paints Satan as a sympathetic figure. He's the pivotal character in it, despite, in theory, being to sort of justify the ways of God to man, is at least the foreword by the poet. But, you know, in it, the main point is, you know, Satan rebels because, not out of jealousy, but because of a desire for self-determination, of basically, you know, why are things made this way, and a desire to not have to pay obeisance to the creator simply for being created. And I can understand that. I find that a fascinating take on it, Satan as a rebel rather than as a betrayer. And I think you know, that angel coming down and sort of going renegade is interesting, right? And especially that turned into demonic things, because, like, that's an abundance of kindness, love thy neighbor and whatnot, and yet being punished for loving all, even those who probably need it most but deserve it least, perhaps. You know, feels like the angels may be living up to ideals that are at least espoused, if not embodied. if it's being punished for that, like, come on. And that's back to a bit of Battlestar Galactica, I read the Final Five comic that is not officially canon, but it's a number of the show creators who basically said, you know, a lot of stuff got cut from the reboot itself. So here's just basically a little bit more to elucidate on some of the stuff. And one of the big points there's a confusing bit in the finale to the show where one of the main characters basically disappears. And having watched the original series, there's reference to like angels as like a very advanced species in that. So I figured it was something along those lines because it's also steeped in like a lot of sort of Mormon storytelling. It's like Kobol, there's a hymn that's Should I Hide to Kobol and whatnot, and that's the birthplace of humans was Kobol, the lords of Kobol, etc., in the show. But there's basically one of the lords of Kobol is an angel named, or angel air quotes, named Aurora, who goes rogue and takes over people's bodies and such to sort of try and spread things on. And the comic sort of explained that. So I don't know, interesting that there's also sort of themes of rogue divinity here. Where's Jean Paul? Oh, hey, you again. If you're looking for Jean Paul, you're too late. He set out on a journey. A journey, huh? Yes, he said he needed to go find himself or something. Oh, but he left a letter for you here. Great.
Well, he's nothing if not consistent. A weirdo right to the very end. I wonder if all his followers being female had something to do with his weirdness. Did the human sexes interact with each other like this?
Who knows?
Sometimes, yeah, there was some weird stuff. Wait, can Pascal give a quote? What's on your mind? I wanted to ask you something. About being pacifists. Ah, you wish to know the reason why we in the village detest fighting. Well, it's a bit of a heady concept, but in the end, I suppose it's because conflict has ceased to have meaning for us. Care to explain? We machines are weapons created for the purpose of waging war. However, this war simply goes on with no end in sight. We've come to realize that the cost of fighting for us as individuals far outweighs any benefits that the victory might bring. I believe we will eventually live to see a day when androids and machine lifeforms are able to live together in peace. Not likely. So, basically, what's the point of it? We're going to step out. I think that makes good sense. Do you mean our day-to-day existence? Well, as you know, we are machines. We do not require food or other typical sustenance, as our cores provide a near-infinite supply of energy. We do, however, deteriorate over time, which means we need to procure parts and initiate repairs. Still, it's not like we break down all that often. To be completely honest, life in the village is rather slow. So what do you do for entertainment? Why is there a shop in your village, Pascal? It's not like you folks use money. Oh, we do. For us, simple materials take the role of currency. Each machine isn't equal, which means the traditional capitalistic acquisition systems of the past don't work for us. Instead, our economy is focused on trading materials according to one's need. But if it's a barter... Okay, I would love to see an example, because if it's a barter system, that's still a form of capitalism, just without a convenient intermediary currency? It was a lesson we learned from mankind's past history. Most fascinating, don't you think? We've made it a point of emphasis to teach our children about different economic systems. You should speak to them if the subject is of further interest. I mean, like, to be clear, that's not like a... Help me with a small project. I'd like you to collect and bring back any information you find regarding the old world during your travels. Really? Why? I'm hoping to use whatever knowledge remains of the old world to make life better for those here in the village. I'll be glad to share anything we find with you as well, of course, so would you be willing to assist us? Oh, hit? That's funny. I don't know if we've gotten a gendered pronoun for Pascal before, and like all of the machines are kind of like, oh, it's their, you know, it, they, etc. I guess the ones in makeup are fairly clearly feminine coded. I actually interpreted Pascal as, I think, more of a her? That's interesting that they code him as more of a he. Thank you. Please show me anything of interest you find. I wonder if it's partly because, like, it's a somewhat higher pitched voice, but it's oh, and there's another quest up here. We'll accept this quest, we'll read the letter, and maybe that will be sort of the end. But I don't quite get what they're saying there, because, like, currency is not intrinsically capitalistic, or maybe it is. But I mean, like, capitalism versus communism is, I guess, I mean, there's other systems, but it seems to be they're aiming for more of like a communal lifestyle. But you can still use currency as a means of giving people so okay, people have a certain budget for a commissary or whatnot, and that's evenly distributed, or, you know, based on people's need. There's a lot of ways to do it, but currency is a convenient intermediate medium of exchange, which does not necessarily have to be tied to one's direct output. It can still be portioned as a means of basically a universal trade-in. So I'm not critically, it sounded like they didn't eliminate individual wealth and property, they eliminated the means by which it was exchanged in favor of exchanging it directly, which is not moving away from capitalism, it's moving away from a currency exchange to a barter system, which I think is just less convenient. Like, there's a reason why currency is a fantastic invention for facilitating exchanges, but maybe I'm completely off base. Maybe I'm missing something critical. If someone understands it differently and or has something that might elucidate that more, please absolutely mention that to me. But I don't I'm a little confused. That not because I don't think I understand it. It's just it seems to have missed the mark, I think. Yeah, that looks fun. Looks like fun. What you doing? This kid's being weird. Yeah, I asked if he wanted a coin that's low value or one that's high value, and he said he wanted the worthless one. Seriously? Hey, kid, I've got one coin that's worth a little, and one that's worth a lot. Which do you want? The little one. You sure about that? Yeah, 'cause it looks cool. Hee hee, thanks a lot. See, he's weird. Not necessarily weird. I mean, if you're not as concerned about the value of the coins, there's also, or the exchange value of the coins, there's the intrinsic value of it as like an art piece. Yeah, what a dummy. I'm a dummy, hee hee, thanks a lot. Okay, that's a little stranger. This guy might have a bad mathematical processor, or maybe his logic circuits got crossed somehow. I should probably take a look inside. Oh! Can we... Huh? I'm a dummy, hee hee, thanks a lot. Oh. Like, I don't want to hurt him, but... Boop. Oh god, okay. Oh, that's utterly horrifying. Uh-oh. Wow, this is more complex than I was expecting. Let me try again. Yeah, I don't want to hurt him, but... Okay. So... They start shooting fast. Oh god, and already taking damage. That's not good. Woohoo! Okay, so I think maintaining some distance is good. Okay, so that one's targeted. Okay. Woo! mistakes were kind of made. Nope, okay. Oh, no! No, 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 no! Wrong way! Okay. I think we can do this, though. We need to be a little more careful, but... yeah, taking it a bit at a time and hitting from a distance, I think, are both very useful. Yeah. Yeah. Because we can dodge, they can't, so basically just being able to shoot from further away. Our bullets will eventually reach, but hopefully we can get out of the way of theirs first. These are going to be a little tricky, though. Wait, so we can get those ones, okay. But this is, yeah, that one's a little trickier. Oh, no, I got rid of my cover, but okay. And now this one we can just get from super far away. Okay. Okay. Better not hurt him. Phew. If your logic circuits are this advanced, why are you behaving like that? Well, I suppose there's no point in pretending anymore. It's simple, really. If I pretend to prefer smaller denominations of coins, the people around me are so entertained, they keep giving them to me. In this fashion, I'm able to earn far more than I would if I asked for larger units of currency. There's an important lesson here. The more of a fool people take you for, the more you'll learn of their true nature. Oh, but keep this between us for now, alright? I need them to keep thinking that I'm slow. Here's a little hush money to smooth things over. Interesting. Yeah, that's, I think, a fairly complex bit of reasoning.
I don't even know what it means to be smart anymore.
Reply unknown. Terms are too vague to formulate a reasoned response.
Don't I know it?
I mean, like, that is a complex bit of reasoning and not, I guess, not ability to read human nature, but at the same time, the machines seem to have a fairly human nature, so... Huh. Let's read Jean Paul's note. I think I've got a little more yapping in me, and then we'll probably call it. But, wow, okay. I'm assuming that's key items. Jean Paul's letter. Jean Paul's letter. It reads, I've left to seek the truth of the world. Throw that trash away. That's it? Really? That feels deeply unsatisfactory. Bloodied memory chip of a machine life form says its allies were destroyed by the resistance. What? In his journal, left behind a man, thoughts about his fallen comrades are spelled out within. Stamp from the amusement park. Yeah, okay. Grimoire Vice. High-capacity device used in the Gestalt project. It exudes a vague aura of pompousness. We can... What did we just equip? Maybe I shouldn't just put random things on me. Maybe we should take that off. What is that and why do we have it? Okay. Also need to remind myself what Gestalt... Because Gestalt means like the whole, right? Hold up. Doing a quick double check. Gestalt definition. Organized whole that is perceived as more than the sum of its parts. So, okay. Interesting project. Why do we have that? Cardboard pod. Okay, those are just pod skins. The ribbons. More accessories. Okay. Aw, Nines can't dye his hair? Also, A2. I'm sorry. Who's A2? Oh. I should have been looking at this stuff more. Fascinating. Okay. So we've got our... So, main quest is to return to the bunker. We've got other ones we can pick up, but yeah, I think bunker throws us into some big stuff. So we'll probably I think we'll probably try and pick up 1 or 2 side quests next time and then check out the bunker and go from there. But interesting. Yeah, okay. Especially with the mention of A2, whoever that is, I feel relatively comfortable that there's probably going to be a third and maybe more playthroughs. So this one might not be a tell-all. But we're gaining access to more side quests by virtue of being nines, because none of those hacking quests would have been available earlier, I have to imagine. So I definitely need to check some stuff out. Knowing that there's weapon lore is interesting. I'm curious about that the oh, you know what? That's probably just a skin. I don't know where we got it, but I bet that's just a skin. I didn't look closely enough, but that's probably a skin. Okay, so maybe don't be as terrified of that. Jean-Paul is interesting. So basically, I have to imagine the philosophy is still. I'm guessing he maybe had something a little more culty. But I guess we don't get to know for sure. Adam and Eve didn't do anything different. I should have tried hacking them, but who knows? Nothing new from angles and such. It was. I'm finding out that you can kill the village robots, the village machines. That's holy crap. I mean, because that fundamentally changes some of the later stuff, because Pascal ends up helping out. So I wonder if that's a different ending and such. That's horrendous. I mean, God, they don't even fight back. And yeah, we're seeing some interesting behavior from the machines that we didn't really get insight into before, thanks to some of our hacking quests. This is interesting. It's tough for a game to be interesting the second time around. Part of it is because I didn't do as many of the side quests because I was just focused on trying to like find the story and learn through that. So maybe this is also just partly if I'd already done most of the side quests, maybe this wouldn't be as exciting. But it seems like they're adding in some new ones that add some more context. So I think that they've got that pretty well covered. They're finding ways to just pepper in some stuff to keep it interesting, even though sometimes you're not getting it. So it's not formulaic, which on the one hand is nice because then you're not just getting into like being lulled into that pattern, but at the same time, by not having it be that, you're not sure when your next like hit of new information is going to be, which can make it a little tough. I can see it. It was dragging a little bit at the start. I can see it dragging a bit now, except for the side quests. Just what a fascinating presentation with a lot of thoughts in there. I still the barter system thing is gonna stick with me, but especially because one of them is earning money for himself. Yeah, so like I have questions about that one, but lots of interesting stuff packed into this game as always. Still very excited to continue chunking away at it. So, thank y'all for watching. Hope you're having a fantastic whatever time of day it is for you now, wherever you're at in it. I wish you luck in whatever's coming next in your day, whether that's going out doing something cool or even just sleeping, because goodness knows sometimes we need help sleeping, especially if you're watching me right before bed. Goodness. I also fall asleep to videos, but shaking my little inky finger at you. It's supposed to be bad for you. In any case, I'm gonna call it for now. This has been lovely. Thank you for hanging out, and I wish you a fantastic rest of whatever you've got going on. But for now, bye.